continued partnership with TIFF. Councilmember Rice is not with us tonight. So I tried to look at the history, and apparently we have done some sponsoring or partnering with TIFF for various specific, I believe, films for various advisory boards. I think one was done in, I have 2016 and 2017. And I understand in talking with Dean that we do, I think annually, Dean, we do support for the film.
That's correct, Mayor. And we're doing the same this year, as well as posting their flyers on our website and at the front entrance of the Richard Rota Center.
What did you say we're doing the same this year, Mr. Mayor? I'm sorry, Dean.
1,500, Deputy Mayor.
Yeah. So I have to say,
Mr. Mayor.
Go ahead.
I have to tell you that the Teaneck Film Festival is really a jewel in Teaneck. It makes Teaneck look great. Sorry. Yeah. I can't say enough about Judy Dissler. She is a powerhouse and a superwoman. But sadly, I do want to say that, and I've gotten complaints, and I know some other council members have gotten complaints as well, that the director has politicized this and really turned the film festival into his own little political machine, using his title, using his, whenever he endorses. Now, certainly anyone can do it as a representative, as a individual resident. We are elected officials. We don't have the luxury of taking away that title. I guess we do, but not when we represent. I have a concern that there'll be plenty of other organizations that will get in line now for money if this is a precedent that we're accepting and working with.
I don't think, Deputy Mayor, I don't think this year a precedent. My understanding is it's been done.
No, I think the way it's been handled under their leadership right now, or under the director, is a new precedent. And now we're giving money to it. How is this any different from other dozens of great organizations in Teaneck? We have LADA for the Latino community, you have Jewish organizations, you have NAACP, we have CARE for the Muslim organizations, lots of great organizations that do work for residents of Teaneck. Where should we start making that list? Should we just put up a sign that Teaneck donates now $1,500 to anybody and everybody? I think that we should carefully review what's going on now with this organization before we continue with this donation. Like I said, spectacular work, but it's changed. The way it's been politicized, the way the director has come out publicly politicizing it, I think it really puts us in a very slippery slope as far as making donations. And I yield to the attorney on if he thinks that this is what we should be doing, and then where does it stop, and at what organization do we say, okay, this is taxpayer money, we have a responsibility to protect the taxpayer money, what do we do?
Well, let me ask a question of those who were here when this started. I think a couple of you were. Was there criteria set up for these types of donations? Was there any?
I don't think so, but it was more of a community event. It was for the community. It was not a political, or I know he's going to say he's not political. He is political. Every single video he does, everything he does, he puts in that first statement of who he is and and representing, or that this is what he's done. He's using it as a political vehicle. So, he can come and try to refute all he wants. Anyone looks at his body of work in the last year and a half will see that this is what's happening, and now we're funding this. And I'm telling you, residents have complained to me, And I know residents for a fact have complained to other members of the council, and I don't know, Mayor, if you've heard it. And the question is, like, okay, if this is the way he wants to go with, leading this organization, then great. But maybe the taxpayers of Teaneck should not be funding it. And it's sad to say that, 'cause it's a great organization, and they put out such great work. But a lot of good organizations do a lot of great work.
Paula Rogovan, the floor is yours for 3 minutes.
Hi. That was a shameful attack by some of the council members against Jeremy Lentz, somebody who's dedicated so much of his time, so much of his life to bringing a very progressive and activist film festival to Teaneck. What a disgraceful attack. This festival features films about women's rights, LGBTQ rights, about anti-racism, about climate. What a disgrace to even consider not providing funds for this festival, and what a disgrace to attack Jeremy Lentz. Similar
comment on all of it, but it was a little bit unfair, I think, to attack Mr. Lentz for being one of the petitioners who sued the town. He did, of course, he was one of the 5 committee of petitioners who sued the town on behalf of One Town, One Vote, but he did that as in that capacity. It was not in his individual capacity or on behalf of TIFF. I think those issues ought to be separated and really shouldn't be seen together for that reason.
I heard that Jeremy Lentz, who is a friend of mine, was being targeted tonight. I don't think there's any need to do that. Jeremy has only endorsed on the committee of petitioners with the One Town, One Vote, as well as the CCA. He's only endorsed in his personal capacity as a person, as a resident of our town for the last 16 years. He has been a change maker, brought about a lot of good for the town, for the community. I'm not sure if this is going to be the way council operates, using bully pulpit to go after individuals. I don't know if any individuals would come up to do any good in the town, or are they always going to be blacklisted for doing and bringing positive change for the town? So I am asking, what is the reason a certain individual is discussed in town council and then used as a target to decide if council should donate to a festival or organization that they are supporting? So I hope I get an answer to both my questions.
I just want to add some clarification or clarity because it was mentioned about attacking the TIFF, and maybe, sometimes when you speak, you don't necessarily come off the way you meant it. And I received a text from a very prominent resident, and I take her comments very seriously. So I don't think anyone's attacking the TIFF. I think we all agreed, and I started saying that it's the jewel of Teaneck, that it's a spectacular organization. It makes Teaneck look amazing. And that I think it's said that it saddened me and several residents that it's being politicized by, and I didn't mention anyone's name, I mentioned the title, but by the director. And, listen, if you want to attack me because some residents have brought this up to many of us and are concerned, then fine, attack me. But you know what? We have a responsibility. And I think Councilmember Organs had a very civil idea on how to address this, right? When we talk about something in private, then we're accused of talking behind closed doors. When we talk about something in public, then we're disparaging and attacking people for wrong. So Councilmember Organs said, okay, let's go find out the facts and come back to the council. And I think that that's a very good idea. And I think it's important, we do request financials when we deal with other donations. And I think that that's important. And especially since it is being brought up because of, and please don't make Katz and Kaplan put together a montage of all the times this director has used his title, because he will do that. it's there. Okay, and everyone knows it's there, and that's the issue, that the way it's being politicized. But no way, shape, or form, let me be clear, if there's nothing else to get out of this, no way, shape, or form do any of us not support or want to attack or not be clear about our support of the TIFF and all the great things that they do and have done. And as I mentioned, the town is donating in kind several thousands of dollars to the TIFF already. That's being done. This was brought up because an additional request for financial contribution was being made. And that's the reason this saw the light of day. Had that not been on the agenda, probably never been mentioned. And we would have had a great event. We've been publicized in all of our township venues and all of our township social medias, etc. And it would have still been great for Teaneck. So I hope that's clear. I hope that what I said and what I meant is clear. And hopefully we could resolve this concern that many residents have about the politicizing by one specific individual and what they say is abusive of his title or etc. So that's how I wanted to be clear about that. And like I said, we're very supportive of the TIFF. We're very supportive of the great work that the TIFF does. We put our money where the mouth is. We have the in-kind contributions of the TIFF. And hopefully that clarity to the people that have any questions or doubts. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor.